Welcome to episode number 249. I should look at the lens, shouldn't I? It's 249 after all. I'm your friend and your pal, Kelly Zemnickis. And as we do each week on this show, along with my guest, we tackle a recipe that neither of us has ever made before, but we go forward with the confidence that it's going to be fine. And on today's show, we are making meringue pie. Woo! Now, usually you would do a lemon meringue. We're not doing that today. Today, friends, we are doing a blueberry meringue pie. The person I'm speaking of is my guest today, the incredibly funny, fantastic comic, wonderful teacher. This guy knows his stuff. Ronald Hae is on the show. He's on his way up with the blueberries for our pie. It's hot as balls right now. So you know what? We're going to make ourselves a ballin' meringue pie. Yeah, we are. Let's get started. It's going to be fine.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Okay, we're recording. And we got the height.
There we go.
I also have to say, the patterns we're doing with, I'm vertical and horizontal.
Yes, I look like
That's good. Should be our comedy tour.
I know, right? I feel like I look like a table mat right now, so that's alright. I guess we're in the kitchen, so
It works.
it works.
Yeah.
It works. There
You'll
we
just
go.
be baking today. You won't be an object. How often have you ever baked a pie before? Because we're doing a pie today. So how is this in your wheelhouse?
Definitely not in the wheelhouse.
Okay.
I love the kitchen. I
Okay.
actually love cooking.
Great.
I made one of my favorite dishes I ever made was a beef Wellington. Can make beef Wellington, can't make a pie though.
Speaking of beef Wellington, friends, this is episode 249. Episode 250, we make beef Wellington.
Actually?
We actually do.
Stop it.
It's coming up on Tuesday, so a couple days from when you see this for the first time. That is our 250th episode.
Hey, this wasn't even planned. I love that.
So
That's
I
amazing.
kind of dig it. It was a good time.
I'm not coming back for that though, so.
We already shot it. I'm not going to edit you in.
Alright, we'll see.
You clearly mind read as well as teach. It's crazy. We are grabbing this recipe from the 1997 milk calendar. I hesitate to ask this question. What were you doing in 1997?
You say 1997? Actually?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I can tell you.
1997.
I've got my notes. I was working the Jazz Festival, June
Oh.
26, 1997. There's a note there.
Oh, this is not a bit, folks. This is
No,
for real.
yeah, it's there.
That's. I thought this was a bit.
No.
No, 1997. I
No.
was in grade 2000. I was in grade 6. So 3 years after that, this is my counting knowledge kicking in. I was in grade 3 in 1997. So I was probably sucking on my thumb and getting my parents to change my diapers.
Yeah, I was in college.
All right.
So for this bake, we need 4 eggs, but we have to put them on shirts and skins. So we're separating the yolks
Okay.
from the whites. We're separating the men from the boys.
All right. I could do that. I could separate. All right.
Are you good at the egg cracking? Can you do like a one-handed technique?
I'm a two-hander, but I
Okay.
can attempt the one-handers for the folks watching at home, though. Maybe find a little bit of egg cracks in there, but...
This isn't Love Connection right now. Making the custard, which is on the stovetop. There are a lot of things you can do on the stovetop, like melt butter, melt chocolate, that I would say just go to the microwave and just make your life a lot easier. I would not recommend doing a custard in a microwave. I'm sure you can, but I wouldn't do it. So what we need to do is the double broiler technique. So you're going to fill up a pot with a little bit of water. Basically, you're sending this item you're making to the spa. It's going to steam a bit. You're going to put a bowl on top that doesn't hit the water but kind of hovers above it. So that's how you do it. You never want it to like sit in it. And what we need for this is the egg yolks. I promise you they are right there. We need cornstarch.
Hey,
Boom.
cornstarch.
Cornstarch and sugar. And then we're going to mix this together and get that going. Usually on the show, I play around with my sugars, and I like to go with coconut sugar because it's not as like much of a sugar punch to your system. It's a little easier on the body. But in this case, because we're looking for a certain color for the dish, I'm going to keep to granulated. I mean, or you could go with like stevia or whatever kind of sugar, white sugar alternate you want.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. So, to the stove top.
And we go.
And we go. All right. So to this, you don't want to like freehand it.
What are we making again?
We
Custard?
are making a custard.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I'm just following instructions. I don't know what the hell's going on right now.
You do. You'll figure it out. You're a teacher. You're educating the young minds.
Yeah, I guess you can call it that. I
But
guess.
this is looking good.
Hey, it is starting to look like a custard, actually.
Yeah. So you want to not do this and like walk away and take a phone call. You know, you want to keep your eye on the prize.
So how do we know when it's done, Kelly?
You kind of. It's one of those things you kind of know. Like you see the consistency changing. This is getting a lot smoother. It's not as clunky as when we got it all in the pot together.
I didn't know custard was just all eggs.
Yeah. I'm sure there's another way to make it, like to do a vegan version. Might be not as hard as I think it is. Well, what we're doing here, Ron, is we're just making sure this gets thick. Now, because the consistency of coconut milk and like 2% milk is a bit different, this may take a little bit more time than it would with, traditional cow's milk. But I think this is still going to give us a pretty sweet little custard. So that's looking great.
We're almost there, folks.
We're almost there. Just stare into the whisk. Stare deep into the whisk.
This is very hypnotizing.
Isn't it? This all in. You don't need to add water to it or anything like that. It helps to turn the element on.
Yeah, that helps.
Good little kitchen hack. Yeah, and we're just going to let this simmer. It's going to be a few minutes. Let it kind of come to something more liquidy. And then we're going to add this to this.
To this.
All right.
And
It's going to be good. I have faith we'll get something that resembles this slightly. June 97 was a good year.
Yeah, I still remember that year.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was being potty trained for the
What was
first
I
time that
doing?
year.
So what's today? Today's July 20th. Manitoba Stampede ended July 20th, 1997.
Really?
There you go.
She's not lying, folks.
The Manitoba. I did not. Can I tell you? I did not know Manitoba had a stampede.
I
I
did not know that
Calgary
either.
has one, but I don't know if they still. We should look that up.
Manitoba Stampede.
I know. I've never heard of the Manitoba.
That sounds like
Stampede.
something I would never go to.
You got it, bud. All right.
All right, here we go.
Pour that custard.
Looks so
Look,
watery.
It is, but it's coconut milk, right? So it's a little thinner.
Oh, right.
I think this is going to be great.
Okay, there we go.
And then we're going to let that hang out while this melts. And then it's going to go in here once we do the thing there. So for the meringue, I love making me a meringue. Like a meringue cookie. That was like the first baking thing I remember watching, like Mr. Wizard's World back when I was a kid. It's a very easy science thing. It's not hard at all. You need egg whites, water, sugar, and if you have it, cream of tartar. I don't, but it's optional. What cream of tartar does is it just makes the eggs more poofy, gives it more vibrancy. So our eggs are going to be more of like college student who's coasting.
That's okay. That's my style. So, cool.
So for this, you need one of these guys or a whisk and a bowl and a good amount of time on your hands. But this will help.
I bought one of these for an ex-girlfriend once, and this was like $500.
I have had this since 1997.
Yeah, they're sturdy.
They're really sturdy, and I care for it like a treasured relative.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just dump it in.
You're just going to dump this in. So we're going to mix this up first. These are the lovely
Okay.
whites.
All right.
Almost call
Egg
them
whites.
yolks.
Egg white yolks.
So we're going to put that down, turn that there, and at a slow speed, just get those getting to know each other. At this time, if you have cream of tartar, add it, but we don't, but it's going to be okay. It'll happen.
I don't know why this is so mesmerizing to just watch.
A bit of foam starting, which is great. So if you want to add that water there, just dump it all in.
Dump it all in. Okay.
That's going to go next. Excellent. And you want to use cold water. Oh, look at that! Ah, science is awesome.
Cool.
We have our granulated sugar there. This you want to just add a little bit at a time. So do a little bit of a dump.
Okay.
Yeah, just a little bit at a time. Let it get mixed together. Party! Yay! This says to carefully spoon the filling over our custard layer. Now again, we are going to have a much leaner, lighter custard because of my choice to use coconut milk, which may bite us in the ass, but we'll see. We're going to have a great pie, nonetheless.
Ooh, this is actually looking really nice.
So this is just going to be delish because when you look at the picture on the calendar there, it's just going to be a little layer of fruit in the center of the custard. And you're doing this just really gingerly just to make sure it kind of gets all in. So what do we got here?
We got some
Stiff peaks!
Stiff peaks.
Woohoo!
We got egg whites and water and sugar that
Yep.
made some of this.
This looks really, really great. So now what we're going to do is take that and load it on top of here. Gosh, look at this, bud.
Hey.
So we're just spooning it from there onto here. Oh, this is looking great.
I love it.
This is looking really dope.
I love it.
Are you excited, Ronald?
I'm very excited.
How are you feeling?
I'm very excited. I
All right.
can't wait to see this.
Do you want to do the honors and open up the
Oh
stove?
my goodness. I get the honors?
Dolly is observing in the corner there. Look at
Hey.
that! Yay!
That looks gorgeous.
That looks amazing. Look inside the cut. We got the meringue on point. So there are aspects of this that we did super good. No, it is like, it's really good. Like this did not work as we expected, but.
The crunch of the graham, what do you call it? Is it graham cracker?
Yeah, the flavor's on point. Everything, like, yeah, all the parts are there.
The parts are there. Just
This is like when you've got a set, you know where the joke is supposed to go. You've kind of got the beats of it.
yes.
But you just got to work it out. This is our open mic pie.
This is our open mic. Hey,
That's what we did.
we did an open mic bake.
Yeah. Sometimes it just,
There's
you know.
components.
Yeah.
The bit is there.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta build the foundation.
Yeah. This is not
Literally
our
a
type 5
foundation.
pie. Yeah. This is not our type 5 pie.
No.
No. But it's close.
Hey, not bad. I'm super impressed. Like I said, I don't ever bake, so this was a nice
This was
experience
fun.
for me.
Yeah.
This was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I'm glad we did this. Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Dolly's back. Hi.
Hey,
Do you want to
Dolly.
come say hi to Ronald?